Hey guys, Tyrant here, and this is my review of the S&T Tavor. I've been meaning to bring this out to you guys for a very long while. However, I'm very glad I waited because now it actually got me a chance to field it at a skirmish. And first thoughts on this gun. This gun is amazing. This is a fantastic starter gun. And as well, I would even recommend it to older players looking for something a bit different because, you know, your standard M4s and AKs might be getting a bit boring. The Tavor is finally affordable. It's no longer only made by Ares. S&T has finally brought us a version. And this gun just feels great. Alright, first off, I have thrown a few things on here which do not come with the gun. The ACOG I went ahead and added because I cannot stand the Tavor iron sights. I'm a bit of an iron sight snob, I'll go ahead and say that. And I feel like these are absolute crap. Just because, I'll go ahead and rip this off so you can see. Basically what they give you is a tiny hole in a giant plastic block. Yeah, that's basically what they give you, and it just doesn't feel effective to me. I love the front sight though. Front sight, you know, flips up, folds down, feels great. However, watch out for this. This is unbelievably sharp. Anyways, since I couldn't stand the back sight, I went ahead and threw a replica ACOG, which is just a red dot on here, just for now. Alright, what else I threw on here was I went ahead and made a snake knot paracord 1-point sling just to attach to my vest, just because, you know, I just like doing that. I really like paracord, and I really feel they work great for 1-point slings. And this hole in the stock back here really makes it easy to do that. I also use P-mags in this gun just because you can grab from below the mag for reloading. And the flash hider, funny story, right before I bought this gun I looked everywhere and saw that it was counterclockwise threading on the front. It's not, it's clockwise. So, if you're going to get a flash hider for the front of your gun, do not get a counterclockwise one, get a clockwise one. In terms of getting that orange tip off, I'm not sure what the rules are, or excuse me, the laws in other states and countries for that matter. If you need orange tips on your gun, leave them on there. But if you live in a state like Oregon, go right ahead and take it off. And if you want to know how, the easiest method that I found and what I did for this was boil some water, don't get it quite boiling, and then put it in a bowl, and just submerge the orange tip just a little bit past where it goes, and just leave it in there. And eventually what you're doing is you're gonna melt the glue that's holding it in place, because they like to glue their flash hiders in place now. So once you get the glue a little bit warmer, it's gonna get really soft. Unscrew it, comes right off, and you're probably gonna have some glue residue on your threading, so go ahead and just scrape that out of there with a knife or something, maybe your fingernails if you can even get to it, and then throw whatever you want on the front of it. Also, the Tavor does not have a rail system here. However, I went ahead and attached one, and I will show you how. By the way, best battery compartment I have ever seen on a gun, hands down. You have a little button there, you push in on it, and this comes off, and that's where your battery goes. It has a little battery pocket right there, and what I've been using is just a nunchuck battery. So it's right in there, you plug it in, this goes over it. Couldn't be simpler. Easily the best I've ever seen on an airsoft gun, because traditionally what you see is either it goes in the stock, you know, and you have to pop the stock off or open a compartment. You know, those are fine too, but they tend just to be a bit more cramped for what I've seen. Or it goes in the front of the gun with a body pin. And if you try and change your battery in the middle of a game, there's the possibility of you losing the body pin, and that sucks. That happened with my Masada a few games back. So anyways, back to the rail system. What I did was I found a rail system which just has a single screw that you put into place, and there's a hole actually in the foregrip, or excuse me, in the handguard. So you can put a screw through that with your rail system, and I tightened the crap out of it so that's not going anywhere. And then through a foregrip that I already had on there. And now, oh damn it, there we go. And now Tavor has a foregrip, which I didn't think was possible, but I'm very glad it is. How this gun feels, I would sum up as amazing. The weight is perfect. I have heard so many complaints about how this gun just feels so light and it should be more metal. The real Tavor isn't metal, so yeah, your argument's invalid right there. I know it's not plastic either, but this one still feels great. I got the metal gearbox version. There's a metal gearbox and a polymer gearbox version, just because anytime I can add weight to a gun, I do, just because I like the feel of it better. This one feels perfect for me. A lot of it is plastic, but it still feels really weighty. I've heard a lot of people also say that it just feels like a very cheap toy. Again, I don't get that feeling at all. I mean, occasionally, you know, parts of it creak, and there's some of the molding that just, you know, they could have done a better job on, but I still am very impressed overall for the price, because it's only $190, and that is fantastic considering what we used to pay for airsoft guns back in like 2006, which was probably in the range of about $300. And now you can get a starter gun for $190, and it shoots. Mine came shooting out of the box about $392. It said it was going to come at $370, but they went ahead and added 22 extra FPS on there for me, and I'm fine with that, because this gun shoots amazing. I mean, I did have to adjust the hop up quite a bit when I first got it, but now that I've got it, it shoots really true. By the way, to get to the hop up, charging handle back, you get the breech open, and there's a little mechanism to turn, and that adjusts the hop up. And then, button right down there, closes the breech. Again, yes, I would recommend this gun for anybody wanting a great starting gun, or just some new project to work on, or just to handle, to mess around with. Feels great. The weight is distributed perfectly, especially when you get the battery in place. You know, it just adds that little bit of extra weight in the front of it, making it just slightly more pulled down the front of it. Weight just is distributed perfectly. I don't know exactly the whole politics between S&T and Ares. I've heard back and forth that S&T used to be part of Ares, but they broke off and formed their own company. I don't know. I don't care. I don't really care about politics like that with airsoft companies. All I know is S&T did bring a really, really fancy airsoft gun. I am very impressed with it, again, especially for the price. I haven't had a chance to crack it open yet, but when I do, I will make a video of that, showing the internals, just what you want to do to upgrade it. However, it does actually have a quick change spring on the gearbox, and how you do that is you pop open that rear hatch, folds down, and you can see the back of the gearbox with a quick change spring ability. So you push in on it, spring comes out. Again, couldn't be simpler. And if you live in a place like California, I think their FPS limits are about 450. Someone's probably going to correct me on that. You just pop in a higher spring, or if you want to lower it, maybe use it for CQC. Again, it'd be a fantastic CQC gun. So lower your CQC, lower your FPS down to 330, 350, whatever your limits are, and be great for that. I haven't had a chance to look at the other internals yet. Don't know what else it came with exactly, but I'm going to let you guys know as soon as I do. Other things that feel fantastic. I cannot express how durable the trigger feels, which is weird. Of all the things I expected to be durable, I didn't expect the trigger. It feels really, really rigid and just hefty. I mean, there's a really long trigger pull too, but it just feels like it's pulling on a lot of weight. I guess they put a lot of work into the trigger for some unknown reason, but I'm fine with that, because it just makes shooting the gun feel really, really sturdy and durable. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'll be bringing you more reviews. I have one gun which is probably going to be in the mail today, and I have two new brand new guns to add to my other 5. So yeah, I have a few reviews to bring you, and with more to come, as well as some airsoft stories, and if I do manage to bring my camera tomorrow, some game footage. So yeah, have a great day, guys.